And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Bengals nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
A Bengal 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Joe Mixon.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Burrows.
Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And 2.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he will have the Broncos' 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
From midfield, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Joe Mixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off at the 16. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to John Ross. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
A gain of a yard.
They'll go for it. Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 7.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
And a Bengal first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Open man is Gordon, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Phillip Lindsay on the carry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Able to find Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Burrow's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Bengals.
Play action. It's Burrow. Going deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Block with the throw, caught by Hamler. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing his Lock on third down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
26-yard line.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lock. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
On second down, it's Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Loss of 2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half. And
they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Bengal 1st down.
From midfield now, Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Bengals.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
31. Broncos 24. Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed and they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in red shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow airing one out for Boyd. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
13 yards. First down, Bengals.
Burrow will throw. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football?
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Makes the score.
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
24.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They do go for it. It's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
25.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Eluding the pressure right. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Cincinnati.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now the second down throw on target.
Burrow's pass complete to John Ross.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Third down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Burrow once again here on second and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming. Now, Bengals on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is third and 9. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Good for a Denver.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal. Block working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week, punted 4 times. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's good.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Locke dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Score, Bengals 43, Broncos 31. Austin Seibert.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with
a 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Bernard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
McManus lining up for the extra point.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
The kickoff for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Joe Mixon, the Bengal ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, Bernard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now it's Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Gain of 13 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was brought down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
46-yard line.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Yards to go.
Here we go with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 50, Broncos 38. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while? Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back. Because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is